Greetings. Now I keep getting this message from my spirit guides that VIPs or very important people are waiting for me to upload my next video. And I just got a specific president's name pop up in my head twice telepathically now. And of course I'm not gonna say his name, but of course I know who's watching me. As I said previously, my spirit guides keep dropping names on me of people, VIPs, very important people who are watching me and who are waiting for me to upload my next video. And though I know the names of the very important people watching me and waiting for me to upload my next video, I'm not gonna say who, but let's just say world politicians, world leaders, world politicians, and celebrities like superstars, megastars, singers, world-renowned singers, no matter what part of the world they come from. My spirit guides have been dropping the name of a particular Pakistani singer, actually, who is actually world-renowned. So let's just say I've been getting the names of presidents, prime ministers of different countries, East and West, celebrities, movie stars, film stars, megastars, superstars, and world-renowned singers even. And of course, someone who is in the paranormal field and is also world-renowned. He's also from Pakistan. I think I've taken his name before in my previous videos. I'm talking about Sajjad Salim from Pakistan. I think they're calling him the king of the paranormal now. Something like that. I think I saw that title being given to him in one of his paranormal reality shows here on YouTube, on his YouTube channel. So yeah, anyway, I'm getting the names of VIPs and very important people, both from East and West, watching me. And of course, not to forget all the world intelligence agencies. Like, I'm not a threat, but if all of you are just curious, because I am presenting myself to be an alien or ET or extraterrestrial, well then I guess it's okay to be a bit curious. It's understandable even. But as I said previously, we are the good guys. So I'm not a threat to anyone or any country or any religion even. Yeah, I was just thinking, why did that come to my mind just now? But oh, it's that it's that propaganda of someone being a threat to Islam, the religion of Islam. Yeah. Um, if that kind of propaganda has been going on and or is going on about me, against me out there by some people, then wow, they are so lost and misguided. It's not even funny. But I guess even that's understandable because I'm not here to talk about religion in the same old way. So I guess religious people out there, whether they are from the religion of Islam, whether they are Muslims or Hindus or Christians or Jews, maybe, yeah, some of them are feeling threatened by me because I'm not talking about religion or religions in the same old way that they are used to and familiar with. But I'm not here to talk about religion in the same old way. So, sorry, I guess. But I don't know. Why should I be sorry when I'm here to create a change for the better, even when it comes to religion and religions, especially the mainstream religions here on planet Earth? Libya is popping up in my head. The country, Libya. Gaddafi. The name Gaddafi is popping up in my head now. Colonel Gaddafi, is it? Why? Because I've been getting Libya and Colonel Gaddafi with it since yesterday, and then I got it first yesterday and then this morning again, and I'm like, and it's like my spirit guides are guiding me to start advertising my videos in Libya too now, like add that Muslim country to my list. When it comes to advertising my videos in certain specific Muslim Islamic countries. And so I just Googled Libya quickly, and Google said it's a country in North Africa. And of course, we all have heard of Gaddafi or Colonel Gaddafi. And it said that he was toppled and killed, like his government was toppled and he was killed. And now I'm thinking and feeling maybe his spirit is lingering around me too. Interesting, because that's what's coming to my mind right now, which means I am channeling. Yeah, I channel without knowing. But anyway, I know that, I channel, but it's like I'm still kind of getting used to it. So, right. And now the name Krishna is coming to my mind, is popping up in my head telepathically. But Krishna has been around me in spirit. And now the name Radha is popping up in my head too. And what are you trying to do? Do you want me to share that? now. You know, my soul, my spirit, which would be Atma for Hindus and Ruh for Muslims, and of course soul or spirit for Jews, Christians, keeps surprising me and keeps shocking me. Wow, and now the name Sadhguru is popping up in my head too. We are all connected at the soul level. Okay, I wasn't sure if I should put this out publicly right now, but it's coming to me, so which means my spirit guides are telling me to put this out right now. I mean, this is new information for me too, because this information came through to me just a couple of days ago or a few days ago, as I was kind of resting and communicating and communing with my soul, my spirit, my Atma, my Ruh, Atma for Hindus, Ruh for Muslims, of course soul, spirit for Jews and Christians, and of course Atma is actually for both Hindus and Buddhists. But it was like I was communicating and communing and talking to my soul the other evening, and as I said, to my shock and surprise, because as I said, my soul just keeps surprising me and shocking me even, and so to my shock and surprise, like my eyes were closed, and what I saw through my third eye is I can't say it was kind of like an image, but I mean it was kind of like an image, but it wasn't so clear of an image that I could describe, you know, any kind of features or anything, but it was kind of like an image of a woman, and I got the sense of a woman, and you know, like, you know, kind of like a face of a woman doing this to me, like saying namaste, and then the name Radha came to my mind with that woman. And you know, namaste, the Hindu greeting namaste, what does that mean? It means it's a soul greeting, or it's like a soul to soul greeting. And another version of namaste is what, namaskar or namaskaram. Like I've heard people say namaskaram to Sadhguru a lot on YouTube when I watch Sadhguru's videos. So I guess maybe, you know, the southern version or of namaste is namaskaram, or that's how they say namaste in the south of India. They say namaskaram. But essentially it's a soul to soul greeting. And I've just looked up the meaning of it again, and they're saying it literally means I bow to you, and like it's a greeting of respect and honor and reverence. But I've also seen it translated as the God in me recognizes the God in you, or the divine in me recognizes the divine in you. Anyway, coming back to what I was getting through my third eye when I was trying to communicate and commune with my soul. And I got this face of a woman, and then I got the name Radha with her, and then I got the sense that I am the reincarnation of Radha as well, the Hindu goddess Radha. Like my soul, my spirit, my Atma for Hindus and Buddhists, my Ruh for Muslims, is also the reincarnation of Radha, or the Hindu goddess Radha, because in Hindu religion and tradition, we are, now the word that's coming to my mind right now, or I'm channeling, is we are revered as gods and goddesses in Hindu religion and tradition. That's interesting. Or maybe it's not, because this isn't the first time I'm getting this either, but now the name Muhammad is popping up in my head too. And yes, I mean Prophet Muhammad, the Islamic Muslim Prophet Muhammad. You know, this is gonna come as a shock to people, because even I am having to process this. But if my spirit guides and my soul is letting me know to get this information out there in public now, then that means it's time that people got to know about this, and it's time that people started processing this information coming through me as well. It's time that people got to know the truth about me and about my soul, my spirit, my Atma, my Ruh. And now it's starting to make more sense to me why Krishna has been hanging around me in spirit all this time. Because Krishna and Radha were twin flames at the soul level. And in one of my dream downloads, which I think came through maybe late last year in 2022. It could have been December, sometime in December 2022, or it could have been early 2023. I'm not sure exactly now. But in one of my dream downloads with Sadhguru, I was told that Sadhguru and I are twin flames as well. Which means what? Which means Krishna, Radha, Sadhguru, we are all twin flames at the soul level. So for Muhammad is coming to my mind again. Hang on. And what I got about Krishna, and this was a while back, because I had an astral meeting, or my soul had an astral meeting with Krishna. I'm trying to remember, but I think it could have been sometime in 2019, like going back to 2019. And it kind of seemed like a dream, like something happening in dream state, but it was more than a dream. Like it felt like it was more than a dream. That's why I'm saying an astral meeting, uh, in the upper astral realm, or the ninth dimension. The ninth dimension is what I'm channeling right now, is what's popping up in my head right now. Or an astral meeting in the ninth dimension. Um, the ninth dimensional Arcturians, because that's what we are. We are the ninth dimensional Arcturians. So, you know, in that astral meeting, what I remember is I got a sense of, first I got a sense of Vishnu, like in the background, and then I saw a man dressed in white, dressed in all white, and the sense or the name I got with that man, that it was Krishna. And you know, there was a quick, I don't know, exchange of words, or there was, you know, a quick talk or conversation, and then I woke up. um, but yeah, and then I also got a sense of a couple of women there, with me as well, other than Krishna. And as I said, uh, Vishnu was also mentioned. So, and Shiva has already been around me as well in spirit. And Brahma also um, made his presence known to me, in a dream download. Like I had a quick dream download from Brahma. I think that was late last year too, or it could have been early 2023, early this year. It's I'm not remembering exactly now, but yeah. And isn't that the Hindu trinity of gods? Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. Yeah. Anyway, after my soul had that astral meeting with Krishna, I also received another download from him after that. A little while after that, it was like a, you know, or people who don't understand what I mean by a download, it was like a dream. It was like a dream download, which, you know, I received a short message from Krishna in that dream download. And this is the thing that's gonna come as a shock to most people. Um, Especially people who are, now the word that's coming to my mind or I'm channeling is, who are too steeped into religion or their religions. Because with that dream message and that dream download that I received from Krishna, he also gave me the sense that he was the same soul as Matthew. Matthew from the Bible, and there's a book of Matthew, or it's called the Gospel of Matthew in the Bible. And you know what? I keep getting the feeling that he is the same soul as Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad as well. So basically, what does it mean? What does all this mean? In simple and plain terms, in simple words, Krishna is the same soul as Matthew in the Bible, or Krishna is the same soul as Matthew for Jews and Christians. The Gospel of Matthew is there in the Bible, in the New Testament, I think. But Krishna is the same soul as Matthew for Jews and Christians, and he is Krishna, or God Krishna, for Hindus, and he is Prophet Muhammad for Muslims. It's the same soul, the same spirit, the same Atma for Hindus and Buddhists, the same Ruh for Muslims. Incarnating and reincarnating in different religions, namely, I guess Matthew is mainly Christian, but of course the Bible contains the Old Testament and Torah, which is Torah for Muslims, which is connected to Prophet Moses for Jews and Christians, who is Musa for Muslims. So, Matthew is known both to Jews and Christians. And of course, he's a Christian prophet. He's one of the Christian prophets. So Krishna is Matthew for Jews and Christians, and Krishna for Hindus, and Prophet Muhammad for Muslims. And my soul, my spirit, my Atma, my Ruh is the reincarnation of Aisha, Prophet Muhammad's wife, Aisha, and also the reincarnation of Radha, the Hindu goddess Radha. And I was also given that my soul is also the reincarnation of Cleopatra. I was given this a few years ago, actually. I was given Cleopatra even before I was given the reincarnation of Aisha. Like, I was given that my soul was the reincarnation of one of the Cleopatras, because I think there are like 7 or 8 Cleopatras in history. And then, after that, I was given that my soul was also the reincarnation of Aisha, Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha. And now my soul is giving me this new information that my soul is also the reincarnation of Radha, the Hindu goddess Radha, as well. So and I know this is gonna, as I keep saying, I know this is gonna come as a big shock for people. But, and as I said, even I myself am still processing this information, like this, my human aspect, this avatar. I am still processing this information coming through and coming from my soul as well. So I can understand that this is going to be a big shock for people out there. But if I am being asked to, and if I am being guided to put this information out there, then that means that this information needs to come out now, and that people need to start processing this information. Because that's the thing, like, what does this do to your religions? Like, what does this do to religion? And what does this tell you about how things are at the soul level? Which in the end has nothing to do with these different religions that humans have created here on planet Earth in our names. Like, this is very, very deep information and insight at the soul level that's coming through me. And it could only come through me because it would only be revealed to me. This kind of information and deep insight into things at the soul level, when it comes to the soul, spirit, atma, ruh, it will only be revealed to someone like me. It will only be revealed to me and through me. And you will not get this kind of information from anyone else, unless it's someone like Sadhguru, of course, who's here in human form, walking the earth right now, like I am. Our souls are ancient. We are known as the ancient ones. Our souls have been incarnating and reincarnating on planet Earth when there was no religion. Since Lemuria, Atlantis times. And Lemuria and Atlantis, the civilizations of Lemuria and Atlantis on planet Earth, they're not even really recorded in general human history. There isn't even, a record of these civilizations of Lemuria and Atlantis in like mainstream human history. But that doesn't mean that they did not exist, because, as I said, souls like me who are ancient, this kind of information will come through souls like me, even if they are not, or even if this kind of information is not recorded in mainstream human history. This kind of information will still come through and can come through souls like me, even in this day and age. Though, of course, there are books out there. There are people who have written about Lemuria and Atlantis in books. So, but as I said, it's not recorded in any kind of mainstream human history. And now I'm remembering another astral meeting with Krishna in which I was told that Atlantis was real. So, like, Atlantis existed. And maybe, like, the sense I got from that download, that it could even be like something like, it wasn't just in one place or in one location on planet Earth. There could have been like pockets of it in more than one location on planet Earth. And now why is this coming to my mind again? Am I still channeling? I could be. And another thing I keep thinking about, we've heard of the Noah's flood in the Bible. And people who have written about Atlantis, there's a mention of a big flood with Atlantis. And I keep wondering, could Noah's flood be connected to Atlantis? Because there's a mention of Atlantis being flooded, in the end, like there was a big flood when it comes to Atlantis as well. So I keep wondering if the two are connected, or if the two could be the same thing. But at this point, I'm not all that sure about that. I'm not sure, so I'm just kind of wondering. But, it does keep coming to my mind. So, yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm just kind of throwing this out there for now at this point. See, I sit down to record a video and all this random information, which is not all that random, it comes out. Because I'm channeling. And maybe these things are coming out and this information is coming out through me because it needs to be said and it needs to be heard by people. And it needs to be known now. But it's like, this is the thing. Just think about it and reflect. Like, we are the ancient souls that have been incarnating and reincarnating on planet Earth, at least since Lemuria, Atlantis times, that I've been told by Spirit and my spirit guides. And that we are the souls who have been prophets in the past, and that humans have created religions or different religions in our name or in our names. I mean, granted that the the Jewish religion is, I guess, the main prophet for Jews is Prophet Moses, who they also call Moshe, and Moses is Musa for Muslims. And then, the Christian religion or Christianity was created in the name of course, Jesus, who is Yeshua or Yeshua for Jews, and Jesus for Christians, and Isa for Muslims. And then, but then again, at the soul level, who are we at the soul level? We are the prophets that these religions have been created in the name of, or have been founded in the name of. These different religions have been created and founded in the names of these prophets. And the prophets did not do that. It's humans who did that, who created these religions and founded these religions after the physical death of these prophets. So please keep that in mind, because that's an important point in terms of who created these different religions on planet Earth. God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, Allah for Muslims, Bhagwan for Hindus. God did not create these religions on planet Earth, and the prophets did not create these religions on planet Earth. These religions were created after the physical death of these prophets, in the name of these prophets, by humans. Please keep that in mind, because that is an important point to consider and to reflect upon. And of course, these different religions were created in the name of these prophets, and also because of, with the teachings that these prophets left, or whatever was left of their teachings after their physical death. And there's a lot that has been corrupted when it comes to the original teachings of the prophets, and a lot that was kept out, even out of the mainstream Bible. And like, there are books that are not even there in the mainstream Bible. They are there in the Vatican archives. So I guess they're preserved there in the Vatican archives. And then, the mention of the Vatican has been coming up as well. Anyway, I'm not going into that right now. But with Prophet Muhammad, I read somewhere that, there was a lot of his original teachings that were destroyed, as in they were just burnt. So like all the hadith and hadiths, which is like the sayings of Prophet Muhammad, and everything that's written down in the Quran, which is like the holy book, the Muslim holy book, Quran. Like, that's why I keep saying, how much is there even in the Quran that may have actually come from Prophet Muhammad, and how much of it is written in there in the Quran that has not come from Prophet Muhammad at all. These are the things to consider, and these are the truths to consider, because it's time for all these truths to come out now. We are in the time of revelation. That word apocalypse, like, it doesn't really mean the end times. What it actually means is the revelation of all things, or revealing of the truth. So these are the times that we are in now. It's time for the revealing of the truth, so we can destroy all the falsehoods, all the falsehood. And this is why someone like me is under constant 24/7, every day, every night, spiritual attack through black magic, witchcraft, etc. And people also planning to, hurt and harm me, even in the physical world, going on with someone like me for years now. This is the 5th year going. This is year 5 going. I'm still under attack every day, every night, and I still, that's why I'm not doing videos every day. But, and these people think that they're slowing me down, whatever. It's like, I'm not in a hurry. You're not slowing me down. It's just that I'm not in a hurry. And it's like slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. Not that this is a race or a game for me, but it's just an expression, an example I'm using. But it's like I do a video when I feel like it and or when I am guided to. And if I take a few days off or even more than that, then, it's okay. As I said, I'm in no rush. I'm in no hurry. This is not a race. This is real life we're talking about here. And of course, my old channel was taken down maliciously because of the same reason. Because the devil, the darkness, the dark side does not want me to bring out the truth. The devil, the darkness, the dark side does not want me to reveal the truth to the general masses, to the general public, to people. Because the devil wants to keep you all in the matrix, stuck in the matrix, stuck in your religious programming. And how much of it has actually come from the devil and the dark side. You don't even know, you don't even realize, because you do not have the ability to discern what has come from God, the light and the true genuine prophets of God, and what has come from the devil and through the devil's false prophets. Normal people, regular people are unable to discern. That is why someone like me or someone like my soul has to keep coming back, i.e. keep reincarnating to bring back the truth and to destroy all falsehoods created by the devil, the darkness, and the dark side. And this is why the devil and his human minions are trying so hard to stop me. And that's why I am under spiritual attack every day, every night for years now. Wow. Anyway, is there anything else? Spirit? No, I think that's all for now, because this is a lot for people to process as it is. And I know and I understand that this is going to be a shock to most people, or just to people in general. And this is a lot for anyone to process. It's going to be a lot for people to process. So just all I can suggest is start processing this information now. And I know even now, when I have explained everything and I have talked about everything and I have given out this information, even now there will be people who will just not get it, because they are too deeply steeped into their false religious programming that has come from the devil and the dark side. And they are so stuck in it that they are just not even going to be able to process this information. They're just not going to get it. There would still be people who are just not going to get it, no matter how much I keep telling them, no matter how much I keep explaining it to them. They're just not going to get it. I know that. But this is coming out. This information is coming out and is being put out for people who will get it, who will be able to start processing it, who will be able to process it, even if they're going to process it slowly over time, even if it, starts sinking in slowly over time. But there will be some people out there who will be able to process this information over time, slowly. So this is why this information is coming out through me and is being put out through me, because God, Spirit, the universe, Bhagwan, Allah, whatever label you have for that universal force and that universal energy that we know as God, okay? In your religions or in your belief systems, whatever. Actually, that doesn't even matter. I mean, if you don't believe, then it doesn't matter, because you don't have a belief system and you wouldn't have a label for God. But, but even atheists or people who don't believe in God are not exempt, because they're still living in the same universe, and the same universal laws apply to them too. It doesn't matter if they believe in God or not. But what I'm trying to say is that, someone like me can put out this kind of deep insight into things and how things actually are at the soul level, and when it comes to the souls and spirit and Atma and Ruh, like how things really are at the soul level. Some people will get it, and some people will start processing it slowly. It'll start sinking in slowly, and they will start to get it over time. And then there will be some who will just not get it at all. So this information is, and this knowledge and this deep insight at the soul level is for people who will be able to process it slowly over time and will be able to get it. Okay? As I said, I know and I understand it's a lot to process, so I'm going to leave it there. Over and out.